All right. So the Cowboys have won 3 straight since dropping their opener to the Buccaneers. They're scoring more than 30 points per game. Stephen A., they're gaining more than 420 yards, both top 5 in the league. On the defensive side, they're holding quarterbacks to a total QBR of 43, third best in the league. Oh, and did I mention, since that sound, they beat the Panthers, handed them their first loss, and they have the best defense in all of football. So you know what, Marcus? I'm not even going to talk to Stephen A. here. I'm just going to talk to you, Marcus. Let's forget about the NFC. Should the NFL be worried about the Dallas Cowboys? Because I feel like it's a new day.
I'm gonna take a page out. I'm gonna take a page out of the OG book. Yes, they should. Oh, yes, they should. Because that's the way they play it, Molly. Look, I'm so happy about coming on First Take for the first time and really feeling like the Dallas Cowboys can go to a Super Bowl. It really feels like that, right?
Yep.
We all have sat around and listened to this man talk about wait for the downfall, wait for it to happen, it's coming. Based on what we've seen now, they are playing as well as any team in the NFL on both sides of the ball. They are playing so good offensively that no one that I can find anymore thinks that the Cowboys are not Super Bowl contenders. I haven't talked to one person, my colleagues, Dan Orlovsky, Ryan Clark, Mina Kimes, Laura Rutledge, Jeff Saturday, Dominique Foxworth, Keyshawn. No one, I can't find anyone to tell me that the Cowboys are not legit Super Bowl contenders. And you know why? Because they are. Because they really can go to the Super Bowl this year, based on the way that they're playing, based on how they look defensively, turning the football over. We are learning about a lockdown corner right now, Trayvon Diggs. We are learning that Dak Prescott is operating at the highest possible level you can operate at the QB spot. We see this offensive line moving people. Oh, and by the way, Molly, bring Molly up. Let me see Molly.
Yeah,
Molly,
I'm here.
Wasn't we sitting here a couple of weeks ago and people was talking about Zeke Elliott wasn't good no more? Wasn't that like the talk of the town?
We weren't. Honestly, I was asking the question. I'm like, is Pollard now the guy? Is he going to get more carries? Is Zeke done? What's the deal?
And I had to sit here and tell everybody settle down. Zeke will be fine. You will start to see these type of games of 143 and a touchdown start to come to fruition. So listen.
You spoke it into existence, Marcus.
For the first time ever since I've been at ESPN covering the NFL, I can legitimately sit in this seat with the right type of emotion, with the right type of energy, and say the Dallas Cowboys are legit Super Bowl contenders. And it would not shock anyone if they made it. The floor is yours, sir.
I don't care that they're Super Bowl contenders. So long as they sitting at home when it counts, which I suspect they'll do. I will be in LA. You all will be in LA. They won't. I can assure you that. This is what it is.
I don't know.
And let me take some swipes, okay? Because he brought a hit list of people who show up every week to annoy me.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, let me tell you something right now. Everybody knows their football, no doubt about it. Very, very proud to have everybody on. Let me bring up some names. Ryan Clark, Mr. Steeler, who became
He'll be here on Friday.
Hold on. Don't interrupt the soliloquy right now because it's very important, Molly.
Okay,
because
go
I'm
ahead.
getting everybody here. Okay.
Yep, go.
So we got Ryan Clark, right? He's the Steeler that somehow became a member of the Redskins before they gave up their name, and now they're a team with no name, okay? So we got that going on. He brought up Mina Kimes, Miss Seattle Seahawk, but we couldn't find her for a couple of weeks. APB out for her when Russell Wilson was struggling, okay? He brought up Dan Orlovsky, all right, who gets quiet every time we bring up the Detroit Lions or have to lean on Molly because of that Detroit love. Let's come together. Detroit, stand up. Detroit, as my brother, God rest his soul, the one and only Stuart Scott used to call Detroit. You bring up all of these names, okay? I don't give a damn who is supportive of the Dallas Cowboys and their legitimacy. Their offense is high-powered. I understand that. I would remind everybody their defense is ranked like 16th. I would remind everybody their defense is ranked like second to last against the pass. Y'all can sit up there and bloviate all y'all want to about the Dallas Cowboys. Let me remind you also that the NFC conference, who do we have that they got to be worried about? The Green Bay Packers, I think that we got somebody there for Green Bay that they need to be concerned about. So we got that going on, right? So we throw that out the way, right? The reigning, defending Super Bowl champions, I think we got them to worry about, right? How about the entire damn NFC West? I'm talking about San Francisco, Seattle, LA, and Arizona. All 4 of them are teams to be worried about. So when I look at the Dallas Cowboys, I see everybody sticking out their chest. I see expectations heightening. And this is what I keep telling y'all. Yes, it's just weight and all of that other stuff. That's true. But this is the part that y'all ignore about what I say to you consistently, Marcus Spears. Some people are allergic to prosperity. The more they climb, the more palms get sweaty, backsides get tight, people start getting a bit nervous. And you got to remember, unlike any other franchise in the National Football League, because they're the Dallas Cowboys, and you got these disgusted, nauseating fans that make you want to throw up every time they open their damn mouth, that pressure boils, and they can't take it. And all I'm saying to you is that's exactly what's going to happen. We know they're going to the playoffs because they're in the NFC least. We know that. We know that. But in the end, what it comes down to is what you going to do. And I'm listening to Marcus, and I'm glad that he said what he said. I'm glad that he said, because he's on the record, and I got the tape. And y'all chart this down. My producer, you chart this down. You chart that down. You chart down this date, and you hold that sound, that tape of Marcus Spears saying what he said. Because that brother, once the playoffs arrive, is going to be a very, very sad individual.
See, Molly,
and I'm loving it.
Molly,
I'm loving it.
You know that it become a stressful situation.
Yeah, he's
it's
getting nervous.
I say this all the time.
Because
he's
listen,
getting nervous.
you know what kids
starting.
do. You know what? This is what kids do. This is what kids do. You fuss at them about something. You fuss at them about their grades, and then they start saying, "But I cleaned my room, and I took the trash out." And I made cereal. I didn't make a mess. I didn't spill any milk. Or when you're watching the movies, and the mafia throw the car and somebody in the car and they looking for them buttons to press so they can let the window down and get out. Right now, that's Stephen A. He in that car trying to figure out where the hell these buttons at. And I hope the Dallas Cowboys don't make it to a Super Bowl because I'm going to drown. Look, the worst thing that can happen to Stephen A. Smith is the Cowboys end up in LA with us because you think I've acted a fool on television. You think I've come close
bag over his head, paper bag.
Wait, if it happened, I promise you, we will have beef until we talk it out like KD and Kyrie need to do.
Well, I will say this.
I guarantee you that.
There is one thing you're missing. Hold on. There's one thing both of y'all are missing. You know what you're missing?
What are we missing?
I do have various sick days on my contract.
Okay.
I can always call in.
No. Because when KD, remember you said KD weakest move? That would be the weakest move ever of anybody in sports. So don't even try it. Don't get a surgery. Don't come down with COVID.
He can have a day off.
Nothing. Because I'll make him do the show from a bubble.
He can have a day off. I'm going to show up to his house with Southern University band, the baddest band in the land, and we're going to knock on the door and play music all day.
Hey, there's time for elaborate excuses in the event that happens, but it won't be necessary.
Okay. I'm done talking to you. I want to talk to him.
I promise you. I promise you. The Dallas Cowboys ain't going to be in SoFi. I promise you that.
All right.
Marcus, tell me this, though. With all the hype, what's the definition of a successful season for Dallas, in your opinion?
Minimum NFC championship. Minimum. Based on what the expectations they've set so far through this season.
All right.
Oh, I thought he was going to say something different. Oh, I was going to pounce all over him. I thought he was going to say something different. But I'll live with that. Anything he said, nothing less than a trip to the NFC Championship game. That is conceding you ain't going to SoFi. But that's a different story for another day.